Good morning. It's the crack of dawn. And why might I be up so early, you may ask? Once again, I'm trying to beat the heat. It's supposed to be another scorcher day today. About 110, allegedly. We'll see. But gotta get the coffee in me. But either way, it's cooler right now. It's about 78, which, yeah, pretty high humidity. The camera was fogging all up when I came out here, and I could feel it on the skin. Sorry, I'm not fully awake yet. I don't even need this hat right now. Show off my glorious balding head. So this morning, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to start grabbing compost from the compost bins right back there. And then that's going over to the rose garden. So I'm going to try to accomplish what I didn't accomplish the other day in the rose garden. Hopefully get all of what I want done before 10 o'clock. The high temperature's not till 2 or 3, but by 10 it's getting pretty unbearable to work outside. Doing heavy manual work like digging and shoveling and stuff, so sorry, babbling more than normal. Need more coffee. So let's get to work. Sun's coming up. It's about 7 o'clock now. Start putting down the mulch, or the compost I should say, compost. I'm gonna get more compost. First I have to take a break. I have to go feed the dog, and then I'll be back out here to get more compost, and I'll continue spreading the compost. Now the compost I'm putting down is my garden compost, and it's not gonna go forever. It will be a nice start, and so what I'm gonna probably do is get the first, what do we have, like 6 feet or so? Yeah, about 6 feet or so, done. As another strip of edging I'm going to do. And then I'm going to start grabbing some of the Pt.3a compost. I'm going to put that on top of my homegrown compost. So why do that? And that's the reason I'm going to do that in my head. This is all me. This is not a how-to. This is just how I'm going to do it, how I'm doing it, how I'm trying to do it, figuring it all out. But I figured, again, there's some compost already on the ground. I worked that in with a broad fork a couple of months ago. Put down the weed fabric, kill back the grass. Now the grass is dead. Pull back the weed fabric. So you have the dead grass, the compost, all that's already enriching the soil. I'm going to throw my homegrown compost down on top of that. I'm going to do a thin layer, make that homegrown compost stretch as far as possible. Then what I'm going to do is put the Pt.3a compost on top of that. If I run out of my homegrown compost, I have store-bought compost. That'll probably be later down the road. It will be interesting to see though, and I don't know if it's going to make a difference, of how plants in the homegrown and the Pt.3a would grow versus maybe the store-bought and the Pt.3a. I don't think it should make that big of a difference, but it might, who knows. That'll be something to observe down the road. But for today, this is the plan, this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep just putting down compost, and I won't bore you with all of the, every single load or every single bag. But you get the point of what I'm going to do. Hopefully in part 4, we'll call this 3A maybe. Yeah, we'll call this 3A, because this is kind of where I wanted to be the other day. So hopefully in part 4, we'll start seeing some planting. Yeah, I think part 4 will be some planting, and we'll just the rose garden will continue to grow from there. It's just going to be continuous growth process. So I'm gonna go feed the dog, and I'll be right back. There you go. I got about the first, you can see my beautiful face there. I got about the first 6 feet or so done. There's still a lot more to go. Let me show you. There's a lot more to go. That's got to be another 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 some odd feet. A lot more to go. But I got the first bit started, which was important. And this is where I wanted to be the other day, but the heat got the better of me. It's currently 8:30. It's probably about 90 degrees out. But I'm gonna call it quits for today. I got some cleanup to do. I gotta get rid of that stuff. Touch up a few other things. I gotta do a little weed whacking in the front. This is something that a young man should be doing. Not somebody who's closing in on 50. But I'm doing it. Might kill me, but I'm doing it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Click that bell icon to be notified when I do put up a new video. This way you can see whether the heat has gotten the better of me and I keel over in the garden, or if I complete the rose garden. Because if you remember, way back in probably part 1, the rose garden is going to stretch out towards that stake, and then it's going to go along over here, and then it's going to cut back along towards, sorry, looking at the viewfinder there, back over towards this way. It's going to be a large rose garden, 12-foot deep beds. It's going to have shrubs, tall shrubs on the backside, and it's going to have probably smaller shrubs on the inside. There's a lot going on. There's a lot. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give a follow on Instagram. I often post pictures there that you won't see here on YouTube. I like to keep the content a little different. Switch it up a bit. If you're wondering what all that is going to be, all those grass clippings and whatnot, some of the wood chips from over there are going to come over here, and some of those wood chips will come over here, and this will be a compost pile for next year. So all the wood chips and the grass will rot down, and I can use them next year to help fill in the beds for maybe the rest of the way around, or at least 20 or 30 feet, who knows. We'll see when we get there. Whew. That camera was getting heavy on my arms. Did I mention it's hot? And the sun's up. And it's only getting hotter. Whew. So, the rose garden is continuing. It's going to continue. Probably in another week or so, I'll start planting out. I want to maybe get a little more of the border done. Put down some more compost. So, probably another, I don't know, what do I got left? I got 4 or 5 pieces. So that's 20 feet, roughly. 16 to 20 feet of edging left. So that will continue along the front. I will backfill with the compost. I'll probably have to buy more compost, fill back in with the soil 3. It's going to get there. It's going to get there. And again, I have 5 rose bushes to plant out. Now what I plan on doing, just to give you a sneak peek preview, is there'll be 1 rose bush essentially in the middle of the 12 feet. Because on the back side I'm going to do the golden ticket privet hedging. On the front side I'll be doing some boxwood. In the middle I'll have the rose bushes, and each rose bush is approximately 6 feet. Well, I'm going to give it about 6 feet to grow out. And then of course, in and around it, there'll be other plantings. I have 3 daisies that are just begging to be planted out. They're dying in their pails. So I'm going to try to get them planted out. So that's going to be a wrap it up for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Let your friends, families, neighbors, grumpy old guy across the street know. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Click that bell icon to be notified. Leave a comment below. It all helps the algorithm, and if the algorithm is happy, then more people will see this video. More people see this video, they might like this video and subsequent videos, and they might be interested to see what I'm doing here on 1.5 acres here in eastern North Carolina. I'm done. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.